Welcome back. Let's do question 6.4. In the diagram below, the graphs of f of x and g of x are drawn for the interval where x is an element of negative 180 degrees to 180 degrees. A and B are the 2 points of intersection of f and g. For which values of x will g of x plus 5 minus f of x plus 5 be less than or equal to 0 in the interval where x is from negative 90 to 0 degrees? Right, I want us just to discuss a few things here. Right, what is the meaning of g of x plus 5 like this? Let me just use h of x, and then if h of x is transformed to h of x plus p. So what is the meaning of this? It means that h of x is shifted by p units to the left. So g of x plus 5 like this means that g of x is shifted by 5 degrees to the left. And f of x plus 5 degrees means that f of x is shifted by 5 units to the left. Okay. And then g of x plus 5 minus f of x plus 5 less than or equal to 0. Let me start by using just g of x and f of x. Let's see if I say g of x minus f of x is less than or equal to 0. What is the meaning of this? So it means that we're looking for a region where g of x is less than f of x. When you're subtracting a bigger value, remember you get a negative value, because less than or equal to 0 means that the value is 0 or negative. If f of x is greater than g of x, that's when we are going to get what? A negative value. We're looking for a region where g of x is below f of x or where f of x is above g of x. And then in this case, this is the region here. See that this is f of x. It is above g of x. And then g of x is here. This is g of x. We see that. So in this region, between, let me call it point C, between point C and 0, f of x is above g of x. And then this will give us a negative value if we subtract. If we say g of x minus f of x, we're going to get a negative value because f of x is greater than g of x. Right, so we need the coordinates of C here. Right, what are the coordinates of C? From here we can see that the x coordinate of A is 60, and then the y coordinate is root 3, meaning that the coordinates of C will be negative 60 degrees and negative root 3. Now let's come back to our question. We want where g of x plus 5 minus f of x plus 5 is less than or equal to 0. Right, we've said the coordinates of this point are negative 60 degrees, then negative root 3. Okay, right. Now we have g of x plus 5. What has happened to g of x? It has been shifted by 5 degrees to the left. What has happened to f of x? It has been shifted by 5 degrees to the left. So both graphs are just shifted by the same units to the left. So meaning that this point of intersection is shifted to the left by 5 degrees. Now it's going to be where? It's going to be at negative 5. This point of intersection is going to be at negative 5. Let me just write the x coordinates only. And then this point of intersection here, we call it C. Right? This point of intersection also is going to be shifted to the left by 5 degrees. So it's going to be at negative 65. Maybe let me try to sketch these new graphs. Everything is shifted to the left by 5 degrees. So it's going to be like this. That is f of x, and then g of x is going to be like this. Everything is just shifted by 5 degrees to the left. See, this is now this is g of x. So where are they meeting? At this point here, and then at this point here. And then this point x is negative 65 degrees, and then this point here, x is negative 5. And then this is where f of x plus 5 degrees is greater than g of x plus 5 degrees. Remember, 0 is included, so also this is included, this point here. Even here, this is also included. If you subtract these two here at the point of intersection, they are equal. So if you subtract them, they're going to give you 0. So negative 65 degrees is included, and negative 5 degrees is included. So this is the interval we're looking for. So therefore, our answer is when x is greater than or equal to negative 65 degrees, and when x is less than or equal to negative 5 degrees. Or you can write like this: x element of negative 65 degrees to negative 5 degrees.